Hi guys, this is Brad Lincoln with Pathway to Oz with another one of Brad's Quick Bits. Okay, today we're going to do a bit of a comparison on IELTS versus the PTE test or Pearson English test. This is a question we get asked a lot by our clients who are looking to sort of move on to more permanent visas or undertake study in Australia. And the first thing they tend to say is what test is easier to do, whether it be IELTS or PTE. There are a lot of benefits to doing the IELTS or PTE exam, and I do delve a lot more into this in another video of why IELTS is so important. So if you do want some more information on that, jump on the channel and check out that video. But today we're just going to sort of talk about basically the two tests and comparing them and seeing what's more suited to you. In my opinion, I don't think that there is one test that is easier than the other. It really comes down to the individual and you as the applicant who is looking to do one of these tests, because the tests tend to focus on sort of slightly more different areas and are laid out and set out in slightly different ways. There used to be a very clear distinction between the IELTS and PTE test. That being that IELTS was very much delivered in a face-to-face format and handwritten. Okay, PTE, computer-based. All right, so that's where the distinction lied. However, IELTS is now offering more computer-based options. It may not be available in all test centres, but it is becoming a new option. So that distinction between IELTS and PTE is shrinking daily, you know what I mean? So where the distinction I find lies now is in the test format itself. So to give you a bit of an example on this, now IELTS tends, especially with the reading and writing elements of this test, it's going to be a lot more short questions, but looking for very long and detailed answers. Okay, so you mean a lot more sort of an essay style of writing format in terms of the questions that you're answering for IELTS. Now, when it comes to PTE, you're going to be getting a lot of short questions with short answers. So as opposed to IELTS, you may get, say, for example, 4 questions. PTE, you may get 20 in the same amount of time. So, you mean, that's where the difference lies. So it comes down to that individual as to what they feel their strength is. And I think the only way for an applicant to really find what test is better or easier for them is both companies offer free online tests. You know what I mean? And you are absolutely crazy, as I mentioned in all my other videos that relate to IELTS or English tests. Preparation is key, okay? You mean the speaking elements of the tests, from what I understand, tend to be quite similar, but practicing these reading and writing elements, that is the best thing you can do. You mean, it's not about what test is easier. Regardless of what test you do, preparation is the most important part. And working out from that preparation, what test you feel more comfortable with and what test is going to be better for you is going to be the way you find out what test is easier. Okay, so the other comparison with the IELTS versus PTE test is, and probably the one that makes PTE slightly better in my opinion, is processing times for receiving your results. Now, IELTS can take, upwards of 10 working days on average, whereas PTE you can usually get in a couple of days. So if you are really short of time and you need this for a visa or you need this for an application that has just been left a little bit to the last minute, PTE is definitely going to be your best option there, just because the results come out so fast. So guys, in summary, as I've said, and I don't like repeating myself, but I need to make this very clear, preparation is key, and preparation is the only way you are going to find out what test you are more suited for. Because if you go in unprepared, you're not going to get the result you're looking for. So as always guys, if you do have any more questions about the PTE exam, IELTS, or anything study or visa related, never hesitate to contact the team here at Pathway to Oz via the phone, website, email, or WhatsApp. Thanks.